Good afternoon. I'm Rosemary Mitchell, member of the Illinois Tech Board of Trustees and chair of the Stuart School Board of Advisors. On behalf of the Dean, the faculty, and the staff, I extend a warm welcome to all of you who are here to celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates today. I would like to take a moment to thank my fellow board members, Jim Hill, Jennifer Didier, and John Curran, for attending the ceremony today. I also want to extend a special thank you to our keynote speaker, Parth Amin, and to our student speakers, Tufik Simo and Saloni Segal. To the families and close friends of our graduates, those who have traveled from across the globe to be here today, and those who can't be here in person, but who are celebrating with us from afar, thank you for supporting these remarkable students during their years of study. More importantly, I welcome the students of Stuart School's graduating class of 2016. Yay! Earlier this morning, we enjoyed recognizing all of the university's talented graduates at the university's opening ceremony. This afternoon, we have the pleasure of coming together as a college to recognize your accomplishments as graduates of the Stuart School of Business. We have a wonderful ceremony for you this afternoon. In addition to our distinguished keynote speaker, you will hear from your fellow graduates and from Stuart's Dean Harvey Kahalis. We hope today's ceremony will honor your accomplishments and inspire you to seek out and embrace the opportunities as well as the challenges that await you in the next chapter of your lives. I would like to begin our ceremony by introducing our keynote speaker, a proud member of the Stuart School alumni community, Mr. Parth Amin. He began his career in manufacturing and transitioned into the information technology industry in the early 1990s. Parth has more than 25 years of rich experience in IT and believes in building careers through learning and innovation and achieving business excellence through customer relationships. Parth founded the SLK Group in 2000. Today, the SLK Group, comprised of software and business process outsourcing, is 5,000 people strong and growing. Parth graduated from Illinois Tech in 1985 with a degree in business administration. He was awarded the Illinois Institute of Technology's International Award of Merit in 2013 and serves as a member of the Illinois Tech Stuart School of Business Board of Advisors. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our esteemed keynote speaker, Mr. Parth Amin.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm honored to be here with all of you, especially the graduating class of 2016. As Rosemary said, 31 years ago, I was here in the same place you are. I want to thank Dean Harvey Kahalis, the faculty of Stuart, as well as the Board of Trustees, for inviting me to speak on this great day of your commencement. I graduated from Stuart in 1985, that's 31 years ago, and I never thought I would be here. I did not come to IIT to study business. I came here to be in the engineering school, and surprisingly, they admitted me, and then I was almost out, so I'll give you that little story first. Thermodynamics, calculus, material science really did not excite me too much, and I really could not figure out how I will relate to it in the real world. So like most students do when they're not very good at studies, we show our colors in other aspects of student life, which is we tend to party a lot. And that's exactly what I did. So obviously my GPA tanked, and then I had to make a choice, either leave IIT or change majors. So I said, well, business is something I always wanted to do, so let me give it a hand. So I think, one of the subjects I will be talking to you about is about failure later. So failure is very, very, very important, and I would advise all of you that you have to fail a couple of times in your life. So deep down inside me, my gut feeling told me I would be good at business, and I wanted to learn a little bit about business. Not just about how to make money. Yes, definitely that is important, but also the philosophy of business. So what is the bigger reason for doing business? Yes, like I said, making money is definitely important, but businessmen also have a lot of responsibility towards society. And I'm not talking about responsibility towards society, doing CSR work or charity work. Employing people is a huge responsibility, and that responsibility is not just to the direct employees, but also to all the extended families of your employees. If we as leaders take wrong decisions, it not only hurts the employees, but also other family members who are dependent on the breadwinner. So class of 16, please keep this in mind. Whenever you take a decision in your career, please remember the implications it will have on everybody, not just the employees, not just the shareholders, but also the families. So what is the philosophy of business? First one is you need to have a purpose. You need to have a mission. We hear of companies like Walmart. Now, Sam Walton's mission and purpose was to give his customers the most value for their money. He never did anything high technology, yet he built the largest corporation in the world using technology. Let me share my experience in building a business. So building a business is actually quite simple, it's quite straightforward. You have to have an idea, you have to find a gap in the market, after that you need funding, then you have to get employees, you have to make that idea a reality, and that's the difficult part. And even more difficult is selling that idea to customers. And after if you can do that, then you start making more money and you grow your business. So it's fairly straightforward. It's nothing that complicated. So how do you start a business? First is you have the idea and you have to believe in yourself. What this means is you have to believe in your gut feeling. We have to believe in ourselves and we have to believe in our intuition. Of course, your intuition has to be connected with the right dots. And some of you may have read the book called Blink by Malcolm Gladwell that talks very clearly about how you connect the dots. After you have built up experience, then you have to trust your intuition. If you want to start a business, be absolutely clear what is your mission, and the mission is usually very fuzzy to start with, but it does get clearer over time, and that takes years and years of hard work. One thing you don't start a business for is when people say, oh, you'll get a huge valuation if you get into some business. Please, my advice is don't start a business for valuation. I think you have to have a very clear purpose. For example, Sam Walton's purpose, as I said earlier, was to build a company where he would give the consumers most value for the money. Or Bill Gates' mission, some of you may or may not know, was to put a computer on every desk. After that, the Word, the PowerPoint, everything came along, Excel. So that vision got clearer over time. So decide what is your mission, and you should be very clear about it. Sometimes people may think it's an audacious idea, and sometimes people may think that, it's just a big dream. But if you believe in your purpose, if you believe in your mission, then make sure you go out and do it. And yes, you may fail, but that's okay. Let me share my experience. In 2000, I started my company. That was during the dot-com boom. Some of you probably were just about born. Everybody thought I was crazy to start a company not in the dot-com. So today, it's like somebody saying, if one of you want to start a company and you say, I'm not going to go in the app business, I'm going to go in the good old traditional software engineering, people probably will think you're nuts. Why are you not doing something in the app business? So I decided that I really did not want to get in the dot-com business because I did not see how it could scale up, how it could grow. And so I said, okay, let me see what can be done. And that's when I realized that the biggest software companies in the world are the good old traditional IBMs, the Accentures, the Capgeminis, the Oracles, they were the big companies. So I said, let me get into that area because that's where the companies can grow. And why did I want to get in the software industry? I just realized this industry had a great potential. That's all, nothing more than that. Then what do you do in that industry? That was the next decision I had to make. I again did a very quick market survey, but that market survey was done in my head. I didn't have time, I didn't have the money to go and do big Gartner reports or do SWOT analysis or go to market survey. Just had to have my gut feeling. And I decided to take the software customized development route, which is where we build systems for companies. They tell us what the requirements are, and we build them. I started with a capital of $50,000. Half of that was given to me by a friend of mine, Dan, who's there with us today. And our priority was just to get customers. That's it. Whatever you want, we'll do. Let's get customers. And we did get a customer, and after we got the customer, we had to deliver the product, and the biggest thing was get cash. We had to get cash because we had to pay salaries, rent, and all the office expenses. And it was a small company, it wasn't anything big. Also, we got our first customer because of a relationship. So I will talk about relationships in business a little later. As you build a business, always look for what can change the game, change the industry. And you will never be able to do it overnight. It takes years of hard work, lots of persistence, and the most important, you have to be extremely stubborn. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to be extremely stubborn. Today, we hear of a terminology called disruption. It's become a very popular word, but disruption is nothing new. It always has been there. A couple of years ago, the late Andy Grove of Intel, I'm not sure if all of you know about Andy Grove, but Andy Grove used to call it inflection point. And this terminology is something that was there, and it is there, and it will continue to be there. But let me share a story about Andy Grove and gut feeling. There is a professor or dean of the chemical engineering, Darshwasan, used to be a classmate of Andy Grove. I don't know how many people know that, but he used to be a classmate of Andy Grove in Berkeley. And Andy Grove came from Hungary, and Darshwasan came from India. So at Berkeley, there was an elective course, and it was on semi-processors or semiconductors. This is a story Darshwasan told me. And Andy Grove said, let me see, there's something happening in this industry. I think this semiconductors is going to be a big deal in the next coming years. So him and Darshwasan were debating, and Darsh said, no, I'm going to go in the mechanical engineering elective, and Andy Grove said he's going to learn about semiconductors. And as you all know, the rest is history. Dr. Andy Grove and his team at Intel disrupted the whole microprocessor industry. Another interesting story is about the cell phone. All of you know the cell phone was made at IIT and invented at IIT. But all of you don't know what actually, or some of you may know, there's a very leading consulting firm in the world. They did a market survey, and they said there won't be more than 5,000 or 7,000 cell phones sold in the world. And now you know what it is. So believe in your gut feeling. Now, if you've started a business, how do you run a business? Number one is priority is cash. You have to have cash, and cash is cash in the bank, not valuation. This is one of the most important levers to run any successful business. There is nothing complicated about having positive cash flow. It means living within your means. Don't try to be someone you're not. This is something I believe we all should anyway practice in our day-to-day living. In our company, we don't look at valuation. We don't have anything like valuation. We don't have any debt. We don't want to assume we are worth so much and have no cash in the bank. Some may call it old school thinking, but that old school thinking has helped us immensely. Why? Because we can focus on our business and not run after banks or run after bankers or run after investors and waste our time. Think about what happened here at Stuart also. When Harvey took over Stuart. It was not doing so well, and he had to get the school up 10 years ago. His priority was to get customers, and all of you are his customers. And why did he want to get customers? He needed customers because you all had to pay tuition, and that tuition gave the school cash, and that's how we are here today. So thank you very much, Harvey. So to run a business, always worry about positive cash flow. Don't worry about burn rate. This is, I think, one of the most misleading terms, according to me, that's happened in the business world, is look at burn rate. I think it's kind of ridiculous. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to have cash flow. Now comes the third point, which is be prepared. Be prepared for the good and the bad times. Good times are easy to prepare for, but not always. Sometimes if you look at a company like Uber, they filled a gap in the market, they have money, yet they face lots of unexpected hurdles. Last week I was in Austin, and the city of Austin has banned Uber. And many other cities are trying to ban Uber. So even if you have something good, you could be faced with something which you don't know. Overnight you'll be cut off from business. So always be prepared for the good, always be prepared for the bad. What you all have learned over the last couple of years at Stuart is really how to be prepared. You have learned lots of case studies, lots of simulations you all have done in case studies, and that's how to be prepared for the good as well as the bad. I mentioned about sales and relationships. Now, sales and relationships are very, very, very important to build a business. If you want to grow a business, you have to know how to sell. Selling is an art, and building relationships is an art. You have to read your audience and paint the colors of the painting they want, not what you want to give them. You have to deliver a good painting, but with the colors they want. You cannot sell anything till you develop a relationship. In life, you have to learn to build relationships and sell, yet you cannot be too pushy or you cannot oversell. Most businessmen, most entrepreneurs who start businesses are really good salesmen. If you look at Steve Jobs of Apple, or if you look at Bill Gates of Microsoft, or if you look at Larry Ellison, or even Elon Musk, who's your generation, these guys are excellent salesmen. And why are they good salesmen? Because they believe in what they do, and that's why they're able to sell. Even small banks in rural America, they are excellent at building relationships and selling. A JP Morgan or a Citi will not be able to sell in rural America because the colors they want in rural America are very different than what's needed in the urban areas. Another important part in building a business, and this is something that's never taught in any business school, and it's probably the most ignored, is the importance of your family. Family is probably one of the most important factors. Without the family, it's very difficult for all of you to be here, and you have all the support, and Harvey was telling me that we don't have as many people here because there's a lot of family watching you abroad. So please remember the importance of family. They are there when you have good times, and they are there when you don't have good times. When things don't go right in life, then there are two institutions we turn to. One is family, and the second is God. And it's important you keep a good relationship with your family. When things go well, most of our egos get very inflated, and we tend to ignore these two institutions. All of us need tremendous support from our families when things don't go right. So please remember, you have to make sure you give importance to your wife, to your husband, to your life partner, and to your kids while you have them. If you don't, then it may be too late. I graduated here in 1985, and I had one or two people here from my family. Right now, half of the people out there are friends and family, so thank you very much. So the world has changed, and how do you adapt to it? As I mentioned earlier, the power of failure. Failure, F-A-I-L, is fail. And what does that stand for? It stands for first attempt in learning. This acronym was made popular by one of India's greatest presidents, Dr. Abdul Kalam. All of you have to try new things. You have to keep your ego to be successful aside, and you have to try new things you're passionate about. There is a lot to do in this world, and all of you are young. If you try something that you're passionate about and it does not work, you will have the energy and time to get up and try it again. Look at a presidential candidate. And I'm not saying he's good or bad, I'm not getting into that. But Donald Trump failed a couple of times. He's come up and he's done it. Steve Jobs failed a couple of times. All of them failed but became successful, or then they learned from their failure. So that's the power of failure. Go out, do something different. That does not mean you have to be reckless either. After some time, you will start getting it, and you will know what not to do when you try it again. The world has also changed, and technology powers who we are. Business and technology are connected at the hip. Technology is disrupting everything and everyone, and you all know this, so it's nothing new I'm telling you. So what am I trying to say? Today, technology can bring old business model companies to their knees with new ideas from startup. You're all business students. There are so many businesses all of you can get into using the power of technology. I studied business, but today run a technology company. All you need to do is dream. You can change the world and bring the powerless to be powerful. Another great point you all have to keep in mind, I believe, to build any successful business is the power of a team. The secret to be successful is to have very smart and very loyal people in your team. You have to respect your team, but respect does not mean you have to agree with everything they say. Make sure, most important, make sure they're smarter than you. Your team has to be smarter than you, that's what I think. And team consists of respecting the other gender also. Our world is made of two very, very intelligent species, the female and the male. We men should never think we are superior than the female species or the females. Respect the female gender for the intelligence and hard work. If they're good at their job, let them do it. And again, I'm not talking about equal opportunity, I'm talking about equality. Don't think you're doing anybody a favor by having a lady in your team. So after you have built a business, you can run a business. Or the other option is you want to go and work for somebody. So how do you select a career? You hear about many people like Marissa Mayer, who spoke here, I believe, a couple of years ago. She was the 5th employee of Google. Or Sheryl Sandberg of Facebook, or Steve Ballmer, who was the CEO of Microsoft before the current CEO, or even Steve Wozniak of Apple. Remember, these were folks who went to work for startups. Did they know where the company will go? No. Did they believe in the founder with a crazy idea? Absolutely. But that also means they took a risk and it all worked out. They took a seat on that rocket ship of the company before it was launched, and they believed in the captain. Careers are not sequential. After you climb one step, you don't go to the next. It's a maze. You have to navigate the maze of the career, and sometimes you go up, sometimes you may go down. If you go down, then you have to find your right way up quickly. Find companies or build a career with a growth, mission, and impact where the founder is passionate. A lot of you might join large corporations and you will get great jobs. Please don't take my advice as something you have to do. I'm giving a different perspective to a career. If you want to work in a company and come up the traditional way and have that secure umbrella to protect you, then by all means go and work for those companies. But understand the implications for choosing that path. If you want to work in an environment where your career can change with the changing world, then find a company where the founder CEO is dreaming of something that's very, very different. When you go for an interview in a company and they tell you, we want to make it easier for everybody to find anything in the world, like a Google, or we want to launch a rocket, bring it back to Earth, and we want to launch it back again the same day, like a SpaceX, crazy ideas. Or we want to put a PC on every desk, like a Microsoft, or we want to connect all the people in the world, a Facebook. When you see that crazy idea no one has thought about, and your gut feel says, yes, this is a good idea, and there's a chance for you to get on board, don't ask about your designation, don't ask about your salary. If you do, and they don't accept you, somebody else is going to get a seat on that rocket, and they're going to get launched into the next orbit while you're still trying to figure out what to do in the world. You know the phrase being in the right place at the right time. Well, that's really what it is. Take the seat and enjoy the ride with your team. Good luck and congratulations again on your graduation.
Thank you. And I'd like to invite Dean Cahalis to the podium to present you with a token of our gratitude, an engraved crystal vase commemorating this occasion. And Harvey, if you would like to read the inscription.
Read the inscription.
Yes.
The inscription reads, Stuart School of Business, Illinois Institute of Technology, Commencement 2016, Parth Amin. Parth?
Thank you again, Parth, for your inspirational remarks. At this time, I would like to introduce our undergraduate student commencement speaker, Tufik Simon. Tufik grew up between Syria and Saudi Arabia and transferred to the Stuart School in the fall of 2013 to pursue an undergraduate degree in business administration with a concentration in finance. Tufik has been a very involved student during his time at Illinois Tech. He served as the vice president of the Undergraduate Business Council. He was a mentee in the Stuart Board of Overseers mentorship program. He became a student member of the Chartered Financial Analyst Society of Chicago, and he served as an Illinois Tech Student Government Association senator. Together with 3 other Illinois Tech students, Tufik co-founded the Syrian Youth Empowerment Organization, an initiative to support Syrian high school students who wish to study in the United States. He recently participated in the Global Leadership Experience, a 4-day leadership program sponsored by the University of Chicago and British Petroleum. Tufik recently accepted an offer to work full-time as a credit data quality analyst for BMO Harris Bank. It is my pleasure to welcome Tufik Simon to the podium.
Just as I mentioned to some of my colleagues today and this morning, whenever you get bored, raise your hand. I'll add more minutes into it. On behalf of the class of 2016, I would like to thank Dean Cahalis, and it's such sad news we heard today. It's your last year here. Please enjoy your life without your students' problems. And I would also like to thank Board Chair Rosemary Mitchell, distinguished faculty and staff, honorable guests and families who are watching here with us today or watching us afar, like mom and dad, and of course, fellow graduates. It is with your help and support that I stand here today with the opportunity to represent the undergraduate business class with a lengthy speech comprised of highly personal anecdotes, a chance I now plan to take full advantage of. 6,000 miles, 8 years, 3 universities, 3 cities, 2 continents, and 1 gigantic deadly civil war, what it took me to celebrate my graduation with you today. There is one event that played a crucial role in my arrival here. It is one phone call from my friend Abdul. This one phone call is what started my life at Stuart School of Business, and it will shape my future for years to come. In spring 2013, Abdul knew I was a senior at the University of Aleppo in Syria when the war forced the school to shut down its doors and delayed the graduation of thousands of students, including myself, to an unknown date. On the phone, Abdul told me the story of his Syrian friend who successfully transferred his credits to a school in Chicago. He connected me with him. 3 months later, I was successfully admitted as a junior at the Illinois Institute of Technology and Stuart School of Business. However, Stuart wasn't just another step in my education or gateway in my future career. Stuart wasn't just a place where I learned to project a 5-year financial model or write up a 5-page business plan. Stuart taught me that in order to get a great career, I needed more than a degree. I needed to continually push the boundaries of my comfort zone and aspire to be the best version of myself. Stuart taught me that smart investing is about seeing the intrinsic value of things and people around me, whether it's learning opportunities, friends, families, and relationships. But most importantly, Stuart taught me that I cannot achieve my goals alone, and I need you, my colleagues, to do it. Stuart is a place where we learned that leaders are not born, but made. We learned this through the big responsibilities, high expectations, and limitless support Stuart's faculty and staff offered us. As the Vice President of the Undergraduate Business Council, I'll never forget the open arms, hearts, and minds our organization received whenever pitching new ideas we wanted to pursue. Whether their answer was yes or no, it was always followed by strategic advices and constructive feedback. It was how we learned to deal with objections and to think creatively within the available resources and rules, all of which are skills we will be using every day pursuing our goals. I will never forget when Helen Izinwa, the director of Stuart's Career Management Center, called me on the phone after I got rejected from a bank I interviewed with. My first impression was thinking how screwed I am now, and how did she even know about it? It's a feeling I had occasionally whenever my mom found out about a house party I threw while she's out of town. However, just like 3 years ago when I talked to Abdul and expressed my disappointment with the interview, I expressed my disappointment to Helen that I could do better in my next interview. So she connected me with Lee Junkins, Stuart's career advisor, and both believed in my abilities to shape my skills to my next interview. So after 1 hour of grilling me up and down, right and left, I was very glad to know about my rookie mistakes, and the phone interview was over, and more glad about hearing from the bank with an extended offer. Today is the fruitful result of our 4 years of planting. Behind the shiny fruits, we all share stories. Stories of sleepless nights to write a 10-page case study to Professor Hamilton. Stories of 1 a.m. coffees and Red Bulls to survive a DC evaluation model to Professor Shadowan. Stories of never-ending struggle to understand how the CAPSIM strategy actually works. The sum product of all those challenges is what we are celebrating here today. We're celebrating our new selves, our old and new friendships, and our past and more to come challenges. We are celebrating our old weaknesses and today's strengths. We are celebrating yesterday's fears and tomorrow's courage. Class of 2016, I want you to think of the unforgettable conversations, phone calls, and chit-chats that helped change your lives or others people's lives. Remember them and do more of them. I want you to look on the person on your left and the person on your right, unless you're on the edge. Get to know them on a deeper level. Seek ways to help and never be afraid to ask for help. The only thing that is left to say now is thank you to those who helped us get here. And congratulations to the class of 2016.
I'd like to invite Dean Cajelas to present to FEEC with a token of our gratitude.
Hey, it's our pleasure. Thank you. Great job. Yeah.
I found my place. I would now like to introduce our graduate student commencement speaker, Saloni Sehgal. Saloni came originally from New Delhi, India, and she started pursuing the Master of Science in Finance at the Stuart School of Business in 2014. Prior to that, she earned her bachelor's in business studies from the College of Business Studies at the University of Delhi. Following graduation, Saloni worked in research and portfolio management in New Delhi before coming to pursue an MBA in finance from the Great Lakes Institute of Management in Chennai, India. She graduated from the MBA program in 2010 and joined Bharti Airtel, India's largest telecom company, where she was recognized as one of the future finance leaders. At Stuart, Saloni was inducted into the Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society and has been involved in various activities at the university. She represented Stuart in the Chartered Financial Analyst Institute Research Challenge, where her team won the Chicago local level final competition and competed in the semifinal round of the Americas regional competition. She is also a fund manager of Stuart Investments, a student-run 501c3 investment fund. Following her graduation, Saloni plans to pursue a career in finance that will allow her to apply her financial and analytical skills in investment management and/or corporate finance in the United States. It is my pleasure to welcome Saloni Sehgal to the podium. Saloni.
Dean Cajelas, Board Chair Rosemary Mitchell, distinguished faculty and staff, our beloved family and friends, and fellow graduates. I'm deeply honored to represent the graduate class of 2016 and say a few words on their behalf. Graduation is one of the few important events in our lives when we take time to celebrate our achievements and to express our gratitude to all our loved ones who helped us during the journey. It's a journey that would not have been possible without the unconditional love, support, and sacrifices they made for us. So on behalf of the graduating class, I want to thank our dear parents, spouses, and loved ones, those who have traveled for hundreds of thousands of miles to be with us and participate in today's ceremony, and those who could not join us today. Thank you for standing by us at all times, for cheering with us when things went well, and lifting us up when things didn't. Thank you to our wonderful professors for their relentless encouragement for us to succeed and for the precious learnings in classrooms and beyond. And to our advisors and administrators for their constant support and guidance throughout. All of these have been instrumental in our ability to perform at the level that we did, whether it was successfully hosting TEDx IIT, or winning the CQA Challenge, or the CFA Chicago Research Challenge year after year, and many others. We are incredibly thankful for today's celebration and for each moment leading up to it. Looking back, most of us traveled from different parts of the world to this beautiful city of Chicago, met some wonderful people, and made some great friends. Together, we have survived the courses, the exams, being away from our families, and of course, we have survived the Chicago winters. For those of us who were in finance, we have survived Professor Modica's weekly tests, Professor Cooper's sometimes going over our head lectures, Professor Ryback's deadly multiple choice questions, and Professor Gorham's love for just a couple of hundred presentations in his class, to name a few. On a serious note, the challenge or the rigor we have gone through in the last 2 years or so, with some of us even managing to do internships or jobs along with the program, has made us what we are and led us to where we stand today. It is these very experiences of persevering through the courses we had little background about, overcoming the challenges of learning a new language, whether English or MATLAB, working in study groups comprised of members of different cultures and personalities, and learning together and from each other. All of these have shaped and groomed us as we lived our journeys at Stuart. Shuttling between main and downtown campuses, those countless journeys on the Green Line, sneaking out for an extra shot of Starbucks right across the campus, flocking to libraries and professors' offices a day before exams, or exploring new places in Chicago and beyond with our new friends. These will all be part of our cherished memories of the times we spent here. So, my dear friends, let's take a moment to celebrate this journey, as however cliche it may sound, it's not the end, but just the beginning. It's the beginning to realizing our dreams, to apply all that we have learned, to build on the relationships we have formed, and to transition into a new phase of our lives enriched in possibilities. We may be going in many different directions. Some of us will continue to stay in Chicago, some of us will be somewhere in the US, and others might travel back to our home countries or elsewhere. Wherever we may be, let's remember all the good times that we have spent together and the relationships we have formed, and most importantly, let's stay connected. As I conclude, I hope and I pray that a great future lies ahead for all of us, that we make our families and our teachers proud, and achieve all that we had set out to do in our professional and personal lives, because we know that though we have worked hard and done well, our best work is yet to come. With that note, cheers to the class of 2016. Congratulations.
Yes, don't go away. We want to thank you, and Dean Harvey Cahalis is going to present you with a token of our gratitude, a crystal plaque commemorating your selection as the 2016 Student Graduate Commencement Speaker. Thank you to all of our speakers for your most engaging remarks. It is now time to recognize each of our graduates on the completion of their degrees and present them with their diplomas. Before we begin this portion of the ceremony, I want to recognize students wearing the blue and gold and honor cords today that look just like this. Could you stand up? Because I think you deserve an extra round of applause. These students are members of the Global Honor Society Beta Gamma Sigma and they represent the top academic achievers in the class of 2016. Congratulations on all your accomplishments. You can sit down. To present each student with their diploma, I invite Dean Harvey Kahalis to the center stage. I also invite Program Director Dr. Siva Balasubramanian to stand and congratulate the Doctor of Philosophy and Management Science graduates, and invite Dr. Weslin Ashton to the side podium, which is this podium on the right, to read the graduates' names.
I now invite the graduates to come forward to be recognized. First, the Doctor of Philosophy in Management Science graduates. Ting Ting Lee. I invite Associate Dean and Program Director, Dr. Krishna Iramili, to stand and congratulate the Master of Business Administration graduates as they receive their diplomas. Sunday Adekunle Adebayo. Rahul Ainapur. Saeed Junaid Ali. Fatima Abdullah Al-Rashid. Exxon Barisha. Bruno de Matos Henrique. Gina N. Desai. Dite Gashi. Kome Janete. Prakar Jaju. Akanksha Rajesh Kalra. Jiwei Lin. Barinda Singh Mangat. Shin Pan. Jiang Ren. Vaibhav Shayaran. Lee Sun. Rushab Hashad Vedia. Tarika Worthan. Jianing Zhu. I invite the Master of Science in Environmental Management and Sustainability graduates to please come forward to receive their diplomas. Catherine Marie DeMuro. Mengna Li. Prasad Kishore Naik. David M. Singla. Carla Viteri. Lu Yan. Yongshin Xu. I invite Dr. Michael Gorham to read the names of the Master of Science in Marketing Analytics and Communication graduates as they receive their diplomas.
Mushuan Chen. Zhao Cui. Qian Dong. Hao Tian Guo. Biyu Hua. Tingray Huang. Vigneshwaran Jana Kiram Prakash. Natsumi Komoda. John Langford. Ming Chin Lee. Xiao Yao Li. Yen Gua Liang. Kan Lin. Chi Wan Lin. Zhao Wei Liu. Ran Liu. Chad E. Parker. Wei Shun. Jiayun Shi. Ting Jun. Manchun Wang. Yannan Wang. Lai Wei. Li Wei. Mung Wo. Junjo Xiao. Winshan Xu. Yao Yao. Qi Zhang. Wei Jiao. Mung Mung Jun. Bingfang Zhou. Linyi Zhang. I invite Professor of Applied Mathematics Tom Buleski to stand and congratulate the Master of Mathematics Finance graduates as they receive their diplomas. Manogna Bobala. Jie Lin Chun. Yi Jo Feng. Han Yu Hu. Gun Li. Ray Chi Liu. Tua Liu. Ying Liu. Yufan Pan. Yi Jiao Wang. Tian Sha. Hua Xie. Yu Wei Yen. Chi Tian Zhong. Shi Ju Yao. Xiao Pan. Jingjing Pan. Mung Xuan Wang. Shen Yan Zhang. Jiao Su Sun. Yi Xian Xie. I invite Associate Dean and Program Director Dr. John Bilson to stand and congratulate the Master of Finance graduates as they receive their diplomas. I invite Dr. Ben Van Vliet to read the names of the Masters of Science in Finance graduates as they receive their diplomas.
Salini Segal. Mohammed Hassan Al-Najaidi. Manlin Tsai. Zheng Cao. Gregory Anthony Carter. Ileana Cavazos Gonzalez. Jingyi Chen. Ning Chen. Yawen Chen. Yulin Chen. Jiang Chu. Liu Cui. Jinyi Deng. Tai Huang Duan. Yao Fu. Kai Zhu. Xiu Ji. Cheng Gong. Liang Guo. Shu Guo. Mauro Roberto Hams Durand. Feng He. Wenying He. Yuting He. Sihan Hao. Mingpan Hu. Xiaonan Hu. Bingyang Hua. Boyang Huang. Ling Huang. Yuanyu Huang. Gautier Jacquet. Ramkumar Janardhanan. Fengqi Ji. Zishuan Jiao. Dushyant Kesavan. Yunhui Kim. Joseph Kobo. Ankit Singh Kushwaha. Mingtao Li. Juyi Li. Zhu Wenxi Li. Pranjal Malav. Pravina Malala. Deepan Kumar Hemang Kumar Maniar. Burbuki Mohadri. Armin Niromand. Sungmi Park. Bhumit Hitesh Patel. Hauhan Peng. Nelia Bernella Pierre. Rasani Pongcherux. Xiao Qin. Pragya Sapkota. Smitha Shivakumar. Chao Song. Xiao Tan. Jinghui Tong. Anthony Christian Thurston. Jiwei Tian. Varun Venkatachalapathy. Anton Nikolaev Vlekov. Chenlu Wang. Kaiyuan Wang. Linshu Wang. Lujia Wang. Tingchi Wong. Ching Wong. Yaru Wong. Bo Wei Wu. Yukun Ji. Zichi Ji. Siu Chin. Junquan Shu. Yang Chu. Chi Yan. Yifei Yan. Yuhui Yang. Bo Yu. Juan Yu. Yi Yong Yu. Minmin Zheng. Chu Zhang. Wenqi Zhang. Yuan Zhang. Juanyi Zhao. Fuyuan Zhang. Ekagra Agarwal. Jian Pan. I invite Program Director Dr. Roman Kalia to stand and congratulate the Master of Public Administration graduates as they receive their diplomas. And I invite Dr. David Ehrlich to read the graduates' names.
Eunice Escobar. Scott Green. Sorry. Shenting Huang. Valmir Ismaili. Keith Nabjian. Shenyuan Lei. Ron Lee. Shen Li. Zuchin Liao. Richi Liu. Shua, Luo. Angus, Malcolm. Martin Medrano. Janelli Nieves. Siola Aware. Christina Pierce. Alexa Schutz. Jessica Smart. Wenyuan Song. Mark Uy. Shidan Xiao. Jishu Yang. Shidan Xiao. Lavdi Zimberdi. We will now recognize the Master of Public Administration graduates from Beijing Normal University cohort. Xian Han. Nin Li. Inman Zhang. We will now recognize the Master of Public Administration graduates from our China Scholarship Council cohort. Wenyuan Tai. Guan Dai. Zhao Dan. Nyanchun Han. Je Hu. Banjo Li. Tia Li. Wei Miao. What's up, David? How are you? Ji Wu. Ordlich. Lei, Zhu.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you.
Lishan, you. Han Zhang. Danshu Zhao. Yu Zhang. Xiaoxing He. Donshen He. I invite Program Director Dr. John Twombly to stand and congratulate the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration graduates as they receive their diplomas. And invite faculty member Greg Shaudon to invite the graduates' names, to read the graduates' names, excuse me. Sorry about that.
Tofik Simo. Regis Biskauskas. Ryan Joseph Cahill. Abraham Diaz. Chunyan Wang. Kirill Sebastian B. Yacinth. Xiaoyu Jiang. Aisha Khalid. Namjoon Kwan. Xiaowan Li. Anthony Joseph Loss. Aldo T. Maldonado. Myra E. Maldonado. Jonathan A. Menard. Joanna Martinez. Zhong Masakoy. Brian Malaki Macron. Jazara Chidozi Noa Gugu. Zachary J. Pergrossi. Shane S. Pong. John A. Ramirez. Shuxian Shen. Lisa Alexandra Soiwei Lee. Nayeli Montserrat Silva. Kevin Sebastian Tapia. Timothy Joseph Weaver. Alan Ulysses White. Aaron Knudsen. Zerang Wu. This concludes the recognition of the graduates.
It's not over yet. It is my honor to now introduce Dr. Harvey Kahalis, Professor of Management and Economic Development, and the John and May Calamos Stewart School of Business Dean Endowed Chair. He also serves as Executive Director for the Center for Strategic Competitiveness. Dean Kahalis has spent a decade as Dean of the Stewart School, and under his leadership, the school has truly flourished, producing hundreds of outstanding new additions to our alumni community through our graduates each year. Prior to joining Illinois Tech, Dean Cahalis served as Dean and Professor at Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan, at the State University of New York at Albany, New York, and at the University of Massachusetts, Lowell. Dean Cahalis has received numerous academic appointments, including as a senior Fulbright Scholar and a distinguished professor of management. He has been a noted national and international lecturer on economic development, as well as individual, organizational, and industrial competitiveness. A recognized expert in the areas of executive education and competitiveness, Dean Cahalis has provided training to leaders of numerous Fortune 500 companies, and he participated in the organization and development of the Young Executive Program at the Aspen Institute. Following this commencement, Dean Cahalis will be retiring from his deanship after many years of distinguished service to the Stuart School. His leadership has forever left its mark on the school and on those of us who have had the pleasure of working with him. I am deeply honored to welcome Dean Cahalis to the center podium for one final time to recognize the graduates' degrees and share his personal message with them.
She promised she wouldn't do that. But, okay, so we're going to get back into the program. The graduates have to stand for me, please. Please stand. So, first of all, I would like everybody in the audience to give a round of applause to the graduates and for their outstanding work. Come on, let's hear it. It sounds like a drum. Those must be the finance graduates, I think. Okay. Would the graduates turn and face the audience? And join me in giving your family and friends a round of applause, because they never would have made it without them. So, the graduates can turn back and sit down. As my older grandson used to say when he was a little baby, seat down. So the opportunity to stand before you today is really a privilege. As Board Chair Mitchell indicated, this is my last commencement ceremony after 10 years of serving as Dean of the Stuart School. It's been a tremendous honor to help shape this outstanding educational institution, and it is an outstanding educational institution. Of all the places that I have been Dean, never have I encountered an organization as unique or as close to my heart as this one. This is a very, very special place in terms of students, in terms of staff, and importantly, the faculty who have taught you. I have a lifelong faith that education transcends borders and cultures, uniting us all in the internal search for knowledge and truth. And I dearly love babies. Was that a baby crying? Absolutely. He or she may cry all they want. I don't blame them. When I came to Stuart 10 years ago, it was a very different organization. The school and the university had different priorities, different strengths, and to be honest, no small amount of challenges. They were challenges I embraced, and by making strategic decisions with the faculty and staff, hiring the most outstanding faculty and staff I've ever had the privilege of working with or studying with, and anticipating what students like you need in a business school, we turned the school around and transformed it into a world-class organization that it is today. As you embark on your career, I hope you take this advice to heart. Your success is fundamentally linked to the team you choose to work with, and with the right team, anything is possible. You've heard at the university commencement, Chris Gladwin say basically the same point. You've heard from Partha Min here the same basic message. Don't forget it. Well, a lot of my efforts and those of our faculty and staff have certainly been behind the scenes during your time with us. I hope you recognize that your success has been at the heart of everything we do at Stuart. You may not think so, but it really is. Oh, I'm sorry, we tried. And that's part of the reason why I'm so happy and proud to see you all here today. So, what's next for the class of 2016? It's my sincere hope that you find success beyond your wildest dreams, and when you do, I hope that you will also remember to keep in touch with your professors and your classmates and with the Stuart School of Business. Life is a team effort. And through your time here at Stuart, our faculty, staff, and your fellow students have become lifelong members of the team that has really been cheering you on for your success that I heard. Even somebody I thought was going to stab me. I don't understand. Jedi or what is that is? Star Wars? Yeah. Okay. So I want to again extend to you my most sincere congratulations. As you leave here today, carry yourself proudly as a Stuart graduate. Be proud of who you are and what you do, just as we are proud to count you as the newest members of the Stuart alumni community. Please join me once again in thanking both our amazing student speakers for sharing their experiences with us here today, and thanks to keynote speaker Partha Min for his wonderful address. Good. I'm going to continue for a little bit longer. It won't be that much longer. By the way, for those of you who ever wind up giving a speech, remember the 5 most important words. Be brief, brother. Be brief. So I'm going to try and make it quick, but there are a couple of other points I want to make. I want to thank Board Chair Rosemarie Mitchell, Assistant Dean Anna Rossetti. Where are you, Anna? She's the one that was fixing all the... Anna. All of you have dealt with her. There she is. Give her a round of applause. I also want to thank our entire Student Affairs team and the entire Stuart School business faculty and staff who worked tirelessly to help our students succeed academically and professionally. Not only do we have a great faculty, but our staff has been recognized by President Cram as the best staff in the university. I hope you realize that they only are here because they can do things to help you succeed. It's been an honor serving as your dean, and I have bright hopes for the future of the Stuart School, but I'll be very honest with you. We haven't seen, or I haven't seen, my grandchildren other than off and on for 25 years, and I thought it was time for me to start to spend some time with them. So we're leaving. I would hope you would bear with me on a personal note. I'm going to get killed for this, but I'd like to thank my spouse, Diane, who is over there. Stand up. Thank you. We have been married for 52 years. I have no idea why she put up with me. She and our children and grandchildren have been the heart of my personal life. And she is my close partner professionally on everything I did. And so I'd come home at night and she'd say, "So what did you do wrong today?" And I'd have to explain to her what I did wrong today. But she'd also help me with it. Diane, thank you. Well, you sat down. Oh, I love you. Thank you for bearing with me. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but finally, would everyone please join me in congratulating the global leaders of tomorrow? Everybody said you're going to be the global leaders. I expect that you will be. I really do. This is a very unusual school. What we focus on is educating global leaders. Look around. Look at your fellow students. They are going to be the global leaders of not just this country, but country after country after country, and they exist there now. Those are the people you're joining. So please join me in congratulating our leaders of tomorrow, the class of 2016. Congratulations. Have a wonderful, exciting remainder of the day and evening. Enjoy yourself.
Finding my place again. This really is the end. So if I could please have your attention, we ask that guests remain in their seats and keep the aisles clear as our platform party and the graduates process out. Thank you.